Heyo everybody, there's my girlfriend's Prius, and here's my Commute for the day. Look at that Thruxton R, new for 2016. Yeah. Easy to get excited about this bike, I mean just to look at it. Got that Swedish gold, Oleans, got a sport bike big piston fork, all new engine, all new chassis. It's even got fake carburetors. Look at them. Hey there, fake carburetors. Little fuel injectors hiding in there. Let's see how it rides, shall we? Get our retro on. Aww. There we go. Happy motorcycle. Away we go. So, where do we really start with the new Thruxton? I guess the first place we start is talk about the fact that it's actually new. All new. All new thing. New chassis, new motor. New, what else? New little gas cap thing that flips up. Really cool. Triumph tells us it's really cool anyway. What's actually not really cool about that is that when this flips up, and you put the key in it, this comes off in your hand, which I think sucks, because then you're at the gas pump with a gas cap in your hand. I digress. I'll be honest, I thought it was going to be a little bit snappier. It's got awesome torque, really good, and a fat mid-range, but you won't get a whole lot of joy from revving it up. Once you get to about 5,500 RPM, it starts to buzz a little bit, and it also just doesn't really make much more power up there. Not terribly exciting, frankly. It's good, really good motor. Not racy though. Ruckus! Look at that guy making that ruckus. One thing that's easy to notice when you look at the bike and then you ride it is that everything is very designed on this bike. It's very intentional, it's very purposeful. There's not a lot that happened by accident, you know? And it's kind of odd because it grew from this idea of a cafe racer, which is like a, I don't know, it seems like kind of a rude boy form of transportation, but this bike is very compromising. It's pretty comfortable. The pegs are a little high, the seat's a little narrow, but it just works really well. It's easy to ride. The clutch is light. The fueling's perfect. It's a very comprehensively good and usable motorcycle. If you're after that cafe racer attitude, are you not a little bit disappointed that it's not a little bit more raw? That it like shakes a little bit more? I don't know. I guess you can't really make a brand new motorcycle that shakes all over hell. That wouldn't be much fun. Although Harley does it and lots of people buy them, so who knows. Yeah, alright, time to test them brakes. The brakes are quite good, as they should be, because they're the frickin' size of Rhode Island. Look at them. Huge superbike brakes on a bike with not that much power means that stops in a hurry. I think Triumph did a good job with these gauges too. Really kind of like retro and cool. These two little digital screens that read everything out. I'm going to turn traction control off just because that's the kind of person I am. And then ride mode's over here. Pretty cool. Fuel gauge. Lots of information. There's even a gear position indicator packed in there. With no traction control, this thing will hoist the front wheel in first gear, no problemo. One of my coworkers was all pissed off at all the different shades of silver here, and he's kind of got a point. It's like aluminum clip-ons, and then the triple cam is chrome, and then the top of the big piston fork is gray, and then this is some sort of brushed chrome kind of thing, and then there's brushed aluminum here, and then this is a different color, and then this is a slightly different color. There's like a half a dozen shades of silver and chrome all happening here. It's pretty clean, but I don't like this stuff. I feel like they could have done a better job trying to hide these cables and wires and stuff. But I guess that's the price you pay for, you know, having push button toggles for all these ride modes and whatnot. I say cut them a break. It's a clean looking bike. Whoa, scaring the VWs, chomping at the bit. Take it easy, Passat. You're not late for work yet. Ooh. Ah. Faster than a Volkswagen Passat away from a stoplight. You'll be happy to know. This motor is more related to the Street Twin than I thought it would be. I thought it would be kind of a snarling beast, but it's not a snarling beast at all. It's extremely pragmatic, practical, comfortable, easy bike to ride day to day. Sweet stunter cage, brah. It's basically a cruiser. Not a cruiser in the ergonomic sense. It feels like a sport bike in the ergonomic sense. Pegs are pretty high, knurled aluminum, nice pegs. Seat's narrow, but it's pretty comfy, and you lean forward on these bars. But as far as the character of the engine, it's a cruiser, interestingly. I guess that's not all bad. The suspension is quite good. I will say that for the Thruxton R. I have not ridden the base Thruxton yet, but the suspension in this bike is really good. It's smooth, it's comfortable, but it feels stiff. Light never changes. Oh, it changed for me. Yay! Anyway, the suspension is quite good. Quite good. I was nervous it was going to be too stiff, but it feels really good. It's comfortable, but it's really stable. I like it. Big thumbs up for the suspension triumph. I guess it's because they didn't make it. On the freeway at this speed, this is like where that sport bike riding position works out really well, I think. Just going along at approximately the speed limit. Don't look at that. And you like canted forward into the wind just enough. There's no wind protection, obviously, but you kind of don't need it. Fucking jackwagon jumping over the quadruple yellow line. And I have a suspicion that this douche nozzle does not even have a passenger in the car with him. Nope, no passenger, just cruising in the carpool lane by himself. Anyhow, how I was saying about the riding position on the freeway. You kind of lean forward like you would be on a sport bike. Not as aggressive as an actual sport bike, but with the wind blast coming at you, it's actually pretty comfortable. Works out well. I think seats are very subjective, so I'm not going to sit here and tell you that the seat is super comfortable because my coworker said he didn't like it, but I think it's fine. Oh my god. Behind the trash truck. It smells like garbage and diesel. Freaking dropping crap out of the back of it too. Gross. If you've seen the Street Twin or you've seen the Street Twin walk around video on our website, the Street Twin is loud. Just blows me away how much exhaust noise comes out of the back of that pipe, and it sounds pretty wicked. The Thruxton, not so much. It sounds pretty quiet. It's nice. It's got a nice rumble, but I could use a little more snap in the pipes. So you might be thinking, how does it compare to the old Thruxton? Well, I mean, this thing is all new, everything. So completely different. That's how it compares. I mean, the motor's bigger, it's faster, it's stronger. I think it looks a little bit better. Oh, look out, ladies. Got a death wish. I mean, it's a much bigger, faster, much more refined, and more expensive bike. Let's not forget that. Quite a bit more expensive. The sucker starts at $14,500. So realistically, this is a $15,000 bike. Yeah. It's expensive. I don't think there's any two ways about that. But it's also a really good bike, just start to finish. It's complete. I mean, if you ask me, it looks like a $15,000 bike. It looks awesome. The pipes got a nice sweep, and then you don't even notice that there's a little catalytic converter down here. See it? It's all plumbed in. It's hidden away. You can't see it. You stand back and it just looks like a big sweep pipe. It's wicked. It's that 270 crank. No more 180 cranks for Triumphs, I guess. Just going with that En Vogue 270 crank. And that sweet rumble. Alright. I'm going to go sit at my desk. You guys tell me what you think of the Thruxton R. Peace.